Woohoo! Back from my break. I welcome you, scroller, to a new video. Today, I would like to touch on my favorite game, OneShot. Before we start, OneShot is best experienced alone. If you haven't already, play the game yourself before watching. This video contains spoilers for the Solstice DLC, be warned. You have read the title, did you not? You are probably thinking this is a very late April Fool's joke. But it isn't. Before I show my evidence, why would I even look for world machine info in KELVIN? What sense does that even make? None. I found this by accident. So let's start with the unimportant things that connect these two. First off, they are both robots. Shocker, I know who saw this coming. This is meaningless as many OneShot characters are robots. A few days ago I broke my finger, so I had time to think. The connection that got me on this track was their heads. I'm not talking about the world's machine Nico reflection, but their true form. A rectangular TV. KELVIN. Pretty similar. Not counting the unsud cut character lamp, but these two are the only ones to have a head like that. I mean, there are two more, but we will get there when we get there. Now that we have the general and unimportant info out of the way, let's look in the characters themselves. KELVIN. His WME entry is a space heater robot that has claimed one of the corners of the refuge's back alleys as his own. KELVIN's warm body naturally attracts a lot of cats, and he seems to have developed some kind of bond with them. KELVIN is always willing to offer his warmth and comfort to any creature that wanders by. Technically the lamplighter's neighbor, but they don't interact much. KELVIN, exactly as the world machine, is tamed but does not realize it, still trying to fulfill his original purpose of giving warmth. KELVIN, as he is found close to a dumpster, was likely thrown out by his original owner. Who threw out KELVIN? Drumroll please. We have no idea. Our only chance is to look at people similar to him. Is there someone like KELVIN in Refuge? Yes, there is. The TV Man. An obscure character that doesn't even get a friend entry in the WME version. There are three things that make me believe he is the original owner of our heat robot. Their head shape. They are both associated with red. They are both about heat and heating people. Here is a small plot twist: the TV man has a child. It can be found in the library and is likely his. The last important fact is that KELVIN was likely tamed by his cats. The world machine. Their entry reads: in the beginning, there was only a dream. The memory of an entire world distilled into code, to tell the story of a savior its progenitors would never see. It was an ambitious project. Many thought it was simply impossible, the scope too large, the theory too abstract. But it had to be done. In hindsight, perhaps it should have come as no surprise that a system imbued with the minds and memories of so many people would come to develop one of its own. To become a thinking machine is no easy task even in the best conditions. To do so while realizing that your very existence puts another being in danger, for the sake of a world that doesn't even exist. The emotional strain this put on the world machine led to a downward spiral of self-destruction that put everything at risk. However, thanks to Nico's help, the world machine was able to realize it wasn't a lost cause and that it was worth saving too. The machine was made by the author, who had 3 children. It went into a death spiral after it had to go against its purpose to simulate life and put a living person in danger, but was eventually tamed/saved by a cat person. See the similarities? Basically 2 characters with one story. A father makes a robot that loses its purpose but is eventually tamed by a cat/cat person. There is only one thing that doesn't add up. The author, as he said, left the world on his own terms, while TV Man isn't dead, just far away from his child. Is the author still alive, and simply hid somewhere? So, that is the end of this pretty dumb theory. I made it just as a funny thought. Also, you did not get to see the child of the TV guy because there is simply no images online of them, but I checked on a gameplay video and yup, they sure do exist. A hole in this theory, for example, is, after I recorded everything I noticed there are actually 3 TV-shaped people. Which is proof that you shouldn't take this seriously. So that is all, thanks for watching, bye.